Hello everyone, myself Dr. Pooja. I am going to cover a skill enhancement paper, Pesticide Chemistry, which is for BSc Honours Chemistry student of second year. So let's start with the brief introduction about the paper. So this paper is composed of 4 units, in which first unit include the introduction about the basic of pesticides, which will tell us about the classification, synthesis, mode of action, and synthesis of some specific categories of pesticide. Unit number 2 will tell us about the botanical insecticides, where we will able to understand the structures of some botanical insecticides like alkaloids, pyrethroids, azthromycin, rotenone, and limonene. In unit number 3, which is very interesting, will tell us about the pesticide formulation, where we will get to know about the various formulation of pesticides based upon their characteristics, their states, or their nature. So unit number 4, which is an alternative of chemical pesticides, where we will be able to understand about the various biological control treatments or integrated pest management techniques. So let's start with the first unit. So the first unit comprises about the types of pesticides, their adverse and benefits, adverse effects and benefits. It will also tell us about the structure activity relationship between the various pesticides. After that, we will be able to understand the synthesis, technical manufacture, mode of action, and uses of the following pesticide. So let's start with the definition of pesticide. What is pesticide? So first, the thing which comes in our mind is a substance or a chemical substance which is used to kill pest. But legally this definition is wrong. So if we want to define pesticides in a legal way, then any substance used for controlling, preventing, destroying, repelling, or mitigating any pest is known as a pesticide. So on the basis of their action, their structure, their nature, pesticides have been divided into various categories. Now let us understand about these classification. So if we want to divide pesticides on the basis of their uses, then pesticides are divided into 4 major categories. Number 1 is insecticides. So insecticides are the pesticides which are used to kill, repel, or mitigate insects. So such kind of pesticides are known as insecticides. So if our target is insects, then our pesticide is known as insecticides. Similarly, the second category, which is herbicide, is used to kill or to remove unwanted plants known as weeds from the agricultural fields are known as herbicides. Similarly, if we want to remove or we want to kill molds or fungus from the food items or from the materials, then such kind of pesticides are known as fungicides. And now the fourth category, which is rodenticide, as its name suggests, rodent. Rodent means rats, mice, moles. So if we want to reduce or if we want to repel rodents, it is legally not good to kill rodents. So our aim is to reduce their growth or to repel rodents. So such kind of pesticides are known as rodenticides. So all such pesticides are the major categories, but we can also divide the pesticides on the basis of their target. Suppose we want to kill some termites, then such kind of pesticides are known as termicides. So similarly, whatever kind of pest we want to kill, on the basis of that we can define our pesticides. So such pesticides are available in various forms like repellents, like fumigants. We will discuss about these formulations in later units. So let's move to the next kind of classification, which is based upon the chemical structure. So when we are defining insecticides, herbicides, fungicides, or rodenticides, then they must be having some type of chemical compound in it. So, for example, insecticides may be of pyrethroids, organophosphates, carbamates, organochlorines, or herbicides may be of your bipyridiles. Similarly, thiocarbamates, cupric salts, they comes under the category of fungicides. So based upon their chemical structure, we can also divide pesticides. So out of various chemical substances, here in this syllabus, we are going to discuss about some specific pesticides like organophosphates, carbamates, organochlorines, or acetylenides. So let's move to the next category, which is on the basis of chemical nature. So on the basis of chemical nature, pesticides are divided into inorganic, natural organic, or synthetic organic pesticides. In the category of inorganic pesticides, we have like arsenic oxide, calcium arsenate, sodium fluorides, or in the category of natural organic pesticides, we have pyrethrum, nicotine, rotenone, petroleum oil, or some plant extracts. Similarly, in the synthetic organic pesticides category, we have chlorinated hydrocarbons like DDT, BHC, aldrin. We also have organophosphorus like malathions, parathion. We also have carbamates as an example, where we have carbaryl as one of the carbamate in this category. So there is a list, or there is a structure of some common pesticides. You can see this is malathion, where we have phosphorus bonded to some organic molecules, organic compounds, and we will be having such kind of organophosphate linkage here. Similarly, you can find out parathion and malathion, chloropyrifos, diazinon. All such molecules belongs to organophosphate category. Similarly, you can see these organochlorine compounds which have carbon chlorine bond in it. So on the basis of their similar structure, the similar bonding, they have been categorized into organochlorine compounds. So on the basis of use of pesticides, we can also divide them on the basis of their chemical nature. Now we will talk about the uses of pesticides. So pesticides are very much useful in the various agricultural field, veterinary system, domestic uses, and for the institutional purposes. Like, we want to remove pests from everywhere, because pests are harmful for our agricultural field, as well as they may cause disease at the domestic places or institutional places. So we to control various diseases or any infection from the pest, or to improve crop yield from the agricultural fields, we have to use pesticides. So pesticides are available in the various formulations like liquid, gel, paste, chalk, etc., and they are available in the various concentration on the basis of their doses required to remove or to kill a pest at the required places. So we will discuss about such things in the later units. So let's discuss about the pesticides benefits and their risk. So the most important pesticides benefit is crop protection, where you can protect crop and you can improve crop yield by using pesticides, because pesticides are useful to remove pests from our agricultural fields, and they can also help us to remove weeds, which are unwanted plants, from the agricultural farm fields. So such kind of crop protection by using pesticides may increase the economy of our country, and may may help in the improvement of the development of our country. So that is why uses of pesticides are very important for the crop protection. And also, as we talk about the population of India, as India is one of the developing countries, as we know, we require food when we need it. So we need to protect food for a long time once it came from the agricultural field. So to protect food in a very large containers, like silos are present in the various storage places. So to prevent food for a long time, we require pesticides. So to remove pest or to repel pests so that they cannot affect our food, we require pesticides. So this is one of the requirement of pesticides, or one of the very important use of pesticide. Thirdly, if we talk about the material preservation, pesticides are very important to protect wood or some metal materials. So uh, their uses of pesticides is very important. Very importantly, pesticides are important for disease control. Like, it is effective towards some parasites like mosquito. So earlier, pesticides are very much useful or very much beneficial to protect us from the very fatal disease which is dengue or malaria. So in this way, pesticides are very useful for us. But we cannot ignore their negative impacts. So pesticides have negative impacts on human health as well as on the environment. So if we talk about the specific category of pesticides, some pesticides are bioaccumulated in the environment. So they may cause, or they may harm, or they may affect our food chain, or of our food system. So in this way, pesticides are very much harmful for the environment. But if we talk about the impact of pesticides over human health, then there are a long list of their negative effects. Let's understand these risks and benefits by watching this very informative video, and then you will be able to understand about the risk and benefits of pesticides.
Pesticides are necessary. They help farmers produce abundant, safe, quality foods at affordable prices. Globally, crops must compete with 30,000 types of weeds, 3,000 species of worms, and 10,000 types of insects in fields. In storage, bugs, molds, and rodents can also cause damage. In fact, 26 to 40% of the world's potential crop production is currently lost annually to pests and diseases. But without crop protection, including pesticides, these losses could easily double. Since 1960, pesticides have helped triple production of major crops, but the challenges ahead are huge. By 2050, growers will need to produce up to 70% more food for more than 9 billion people. As it is today, 1 of 7 people worldwide are hungry. Pesticides are one important tool to help farmers meet these challenges by raising productivity per hectare without impacting natural resources. They also decrease harmful microorganisms and naturally occurring toxins in crops, preventing food-related illnesses. Pesticides are vital. They keep farmers' crops healthy and our food supply safe, sustainable, affordable, and healthy.